It's so mystical, magical, mysterious, for the masses. Yeah. Gente Indio. Just the pop and this is the radio. Somebody has everybody heard about it. No, I ain't talking about radio, but baby, I'm flying around to ready. Don't really know what they wear my nose, but everything you want is very nice. Yeah. Can somebody tell me where my man down? Yeah, I'm busy, yeah. Flying around like summer six. The ocean's the water's the holy, the goddess. I gotta go find me a better bitch. You're not a king, and you're not even nobody. Go back to the better man. Yeah. And I can tell we're on the damn map. You're in a different world. You never heard nothing like this before. You know I know shit that you didn't know. I can break everything down to a mineral. I originated from this motherland, American Paleo Indio. This not a city fair, but all you gonna see is colors, no indigo. Now tell me what can't be living back. I left from this life, now I'm back again. The way you be acting, you just got me thinking that you would be holding up statuses. Everything that I do is immaculate. It's not one or two or three of me. And I'm so intelligent, I got everybody thinking I am a deity. Cause I'm too far, you ain't reaching me. Fuck a satellite and a telescope. Your spirits think so much, you gotta stitch A.B. hella so. Bitch, I'm incredible, no you ain't credible, you just be selling clothes. And I bet it ain't a goddamn thing that you could teleport. Long swords and tailcoats, get over here and start mimicking. What native hobby is I'm gimmicky. Can't tell me what you are auditioning, you are not listening, giving them holy offering. It's really an open mind. My music sounds like John Smith when he following Pocahontas. This is new radio, somebody has somebody heard about it. No, I ain't talking about radio, but baby, I'm flying around with the birdie birds. Never really know what they been in my nose, but everything you want is very nice. Yeah. Can somebody tell me where my man at? Yeah, I'm busy, yeah. Flying around like summer six. The ocean's the water's the holy, the goddess. I gotta go find me a better bitch. You're not a king, and you're not even nobody. Go back to the better man. Yeah. And I can tell we're on the damn map. Since you got off that low, baby girl, you know it's something like it here. If you ask me where I came from, I've been having to tell you I'm the atmosphere. Stayed around creeping for 100,000 years, waiting for the cavaliers. Animated by a bunch of Russians way before it wasn't Peter Vladimir. And it wasn't a bunch of Moravians, and the British had to get them out of here. The Spaniards and the French and the Americans building towers and have a beer. No reason for you to be living here. Ran all this trauma for drama. Had to move to another land. I went from mama to mama. So listen, look, boss of the father. That's a sword, that's a soggy. And you gotta tell you pussy girl, but with that kitty cat is soggy. You ain't even had a hobby. That's why you doing things. They'll be full of play. I'm existing, I'm not even used to space. What happened to you today? Going up beauty path, I'll take the beauty way. You should've knew, okay? So we don't have to go through this a Q&A. This is new WURLDIAH, I'm a new WURLDIAH, and you about to see you a newer day. If we talk about a game, best believe, bitch, it's gonna take two to play. This is new WURLDIAH, somebody has somebody heard about it. No, I ain't talking about radio, but baby, I'm flying around with the birdie birds. Don't really know what they wear my nose, but everything you want is very nice. Yeah. Can somebody tell me where my man at? Yeah, I'm busy, yeah. Flying around like summer six. The ocean's the water's the holy, the goddess. I gotta go find me a better bitch. You're not a king, and you're not even nobody. Go back to the better man. Yeah. And I can tell we're on the damn map.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Can't do it like that. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, if you in any type of weird concept or formation or agency or whatever, how y'all presenting yourselves online, you're not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna tell you right now, because it's gonna have something that come with it. You know what I'm saying? That thing that come with it, a scam, a grift, you know what I'm saying? A narrative, a Billy Carson, Carl Winslow car, or maybe it just might be the year to fire horse. We got to talk about it for a second. We got to talk about this for a second. Now, first and foremost, before we get into anything, you know, there's a lot of things going on right now when it comes to, like, you know, Marvel Comics, Iceman, Ice, Baby, Vanilla Ice. You know, there's a lot of things going on and stuff. To even have people looking at immigration and stuff like that and all kind of circumstances, you know. But there's a such thing that when people go into jail, and once a wise man told them, or a woman, or their grandmother, you know what I'm saying, or their grandfather told them that, you know, a jail cell could trap the body, but it may not necessarily be able to trap the mind. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it may be the other way around. People running around free as HE double hockey stick. You know what I'm saying? And then for the most part, or, you know what I'm saying, a double arrow. You know what I'm saying? The H bow and double arrow. You know what I'm saying? And then for the most part, you start to look at certain things. You know what I'm saying? You look at certain things people in jail in the mind first, no matter how free their body is. You start to look at certain stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You start to look at certain stuff like that. You got the peep game that. Now, here's the thing. I don't stop nobody water. I don't stop nobody flow. I don't put shade on nobody's fire. I don't, stomp on anybody's earth rocks or whatever the case and turn a big brick to gravel or whatever. And I don't be trying to have us be a slow leak to somebody's tire that got air in it or whatever the case may be. So when it comes to the intellect, the visions, the emotions, and when it comes to practicality, get your money. Get your money. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I always like to make that be the first and foremost. And this is like a form of entertainment for everybody also as we getting online and stuff. So we got to see all perspectives too. People from the hood, reservations, people in offices, people institutions, people in the back of the college classroom and stuff like that, and people on the football field, people in the studio. We seeing all the people on their podcast seat. Now, it's a lot of different opinions. We could be able to see different angles and circumstances, stuff like that for us to get by. And for us to get all 1, 2 together and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So we got to kind of compartmentalize that too, to know that some of these things is just that too. Don't need to be over exaggerated. You from the hood, you start seeing one thing in your algorithm, fireman, horse. The next one, you know what I'm saying? You start, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? You got to start thinking the way the word ain't saying about no money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no money. Damn sure ain't about no culture. Because we're going to get into that too. You know what I'm saying? We got to think about it. Like, I didn't know America was so invested in the Japanese land culture. Last time I checked, the flaming fire horse or whatever it was like that is Japan man land. I ain't know that kind of was that worked in America or whatever. I thought some Asians or something like that sat around a fort, sat around a flaming thing or whatever, came up with something with their culture or whatever, then it became a flaming horse. You know, I said a flaming horse, so I ain't never seen that here happen. No, I'm saying, listen, check this out. You could be in America right now, separate from astrology and even get into astronomy. You could be born in New York City in America at the same time as someone born in California in America, right? Based upon your moon sign, England, you 3 hours behind if you in goddamn California. Now, somebody might say, you still talking about astrology? That's pseudo. How? It's astronomy. It's about the time. Even if you driving or taking a plane and you over there and you from New York, you know that you 3 hours behind. You're on Pacific time. You no longer on Eastern time. So we about to make sense. All the way to someone trying to rock people to sleep with sidereal astrology in America, right? If you get on the boat, you know what I'm saying? You get in the car. Hopefully you ain't walking. It might take 22 days to get to the Eastern continents from America, being on the Western Hemisphere. Just like y'all be trying to describe somebody's zodiac sign who was born in America, that they're 22 degrees back or whatever. Last time I checked, the sun, if you know about astrology and astronomy, don't get lost. Astronomy, you got to be aware of what we all see. We all experience fall, winter, and nighttime and daytime, different from other continents though. So that's another reason to know that it don't make sense to try to combine them. And you know for a fact, each day the sun moves 1 degree. So if someone's sidereal chart is 22 degrees back, you can't be talking about that sign if they was born in America, because they wasn't born in the Eastern continent, because the person who was born the same day that they were is actually what you're talking about. Only in America being a grifter though. You know what I'm saying, bro? We in a new time. We got to expand. It's like it's new waterfalls, it's new lives, it's new comprehensions. It's new shifts or realities and stuff like that. Shoot, a whole bunch of untapped energy, all old and outdated. Y'all in the wrong shift. I think it's easy to spot a grift. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This ain't got to be long because I don't want to step on nobody's toes. This ain't got to be long because I don't want to step on nobody's toes. It's just when you go too far, know that God watching. And I believe in that kind of concept. Who said it's God as an actual person or whatever? Who said it ain't a way of thinking? And the way you think may be in high resistance. You think you're a creator, right? Let's break the terms down since everybody want to use anonyms and things of that nature and all these type of different linguistics or whatever. Creator, create. a high resistance bacteria. I would say the first form of bacteria we create is our awareness. You know what I'm saying? Because the first time your thoughts get threatened, you get in high resistant mode of how to think, to deflect, or whatever the case may be. Look like the same. How we see goddamn bacterial. Cree, the letter A, point of reference for the first time. You know what I'm saying? That might be someone's in their position as a spirit to create their first body, their mind, to be that first Cree that A is inside of their point of reference for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And then therefore, Tor, what is that? You know, how mountaintop or being at the top of something. So you being a little spirit, creating a little rock mentality that you on top of, your creator. That Cree, your high resistance bacteria, awareness. A, from your point of reference for the first time. Tor, that you stand on top of and stuff like that. That sometimes ain't nothing. Fart clouds, volcanoes, bubbles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle under Secret of the Ooze face. Oh, man. Power Rangers. Oh, man. So we gotta really think about some certain things and stuff like that. You watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you'll know what colonization about through movies. And all the movies is cold. Y'all don't know how to pay attention to it though. Star Wars, Star Trek, Teenage Mutant Ninja. I mean, cold. Y'all don't know how to look at because y'all ain't from these spiritual times and stuff. Some of y'all just got born. You know, get ready to get eradicated again. You know what I'm saying? But like, you got the peep game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Rat was foreigners that came with colonies. You know what I'm saying? With some Secret of the Ooze over here. Manhattan in New York City or whatever the case may be. So you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. Now you know how the Asian store got in the corner. Now you know how the Japanese food restaurant got in the corner. Now you know how the Arab store got. Oh, burn that. Now you know why New York City got so many rats. And all of that. Nicky Barnes. Call me motherfucking fast ass of these circumstances. Peep game though. Year of the Fire Horse. Let's break this down. We 12 minutes in. Now, before we get into people being lost and completely out their mind and grifting or whatever the case may be, let's break this down. What is it for the first and foremost that Japanese man land and them and woman made up? In Japan land, when the sun is playing out how it play out over there, it got nothing to do with America. What made y'all think? And that's another scam grift too, some colonist tactics. What make y'all other ethnic groups always want to talk about everybody else's culture in a way that you could sell it? Like, just like all y'all look like a bunch of teal swans and stuff like that. The highest scammers in the world. What make teal swan a representation for shamanism, a representation for, and it's like the only people who doing this is people who don't got no culture. So you're not just presenting what you do. And then people always got to criticize it because they're in like some taking a short end of the stick of life energy or something like that. But for the most part, you got to really what do y'all be doing? Like, I don't get it. Year of the Fire Horse. I don't get it.
The Year of the Fire Horse starts on February 17th, 2026 and continues until February 5th, 2027. This happens every 60 years, bringing intense energy, change, and a focus on independence and passion.
Yeah, that got to do with America. You know, it's like that. Now that has nothing to do with nothing. I know y'all probably got online and seen people who have whole little hour streams of stuff like that getting into about nothingness. That's what it means to be lost when someone gets you down a rabbit hole. So you got to make up how it makes sense or something like that. First of all, who naming these things? Like, and then like it's almost like seeding, like the undercover cop rapper that was saying that. And that's his whole rollout. What's his name? LaRussell. Like they ain't saying stuff that we already know. So it just at this point it just looked like damage control. You know what I'm saying? Industry using people for damage control. But at some point though, like even when it comes into actual celebrities or basketball players having fake accounts, whatever the case, well, that's damage control. Nobody gonna sit around looking at y'all damage control. Y'all get ready to lose y'all whole concept of how y'all even get y'all 1-2 together. Y'all keep playing that game. But look, check it out. And I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We've been in a new shift since 2016. This ain't got nothing to do with China. Y'all done missed the shift in America. I don't know what y'all trying to do in America. Now look, check this out. Now I say energy is a double fire year, yang fire, symbolizing immense speed, action, and ambition. A lot of y'all still retarded. The same thing you heard 10 years ago. You thought it was something different. You still retarded. You missed the actual shift. So you probably copying me right now. But at some point, you know what I'm saying, you missed the actual one and you probably getting lost and you probably want to jump in the algorithm right now. You probably fake spiritual. You want to jump in the algorithm. You like, oh, this sound dope right now. So first we got the question, who giving all these people the same talking points? So I'll talk about this at the same time about some stuff that Japan man land made up. Like, where y'all ancestors at and y'all lineage and stuff? They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's why it's always a small pocket through each ethnic group that be kicking that stuff when they ain't got no culture. They be trying to survive and have a roof over their head or something like that, or they be trying to pay their child support bills. Or they be trying. I don't know. They probably be in debt from all these lawyers that be trying to get them out of their cases and stuff. I don't know what it is, or they till swamped up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no culture of their own. So it's like, hey, let me just scam and talk about everybody else's culture like I know something about it because I read a book about it. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. What I got to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, people scamming like out here. Like, they say, all right, significance. It is often associated with significant shifts and is viewed as a time to manage. This is somebody trying to colonize everybody talking about a shift and just calling it a fire horse. So whatever terminology how is all these different ethnic groups coming to the same conclusion of what they think something is? So they all Google scholars and they don't even speak no Japan man language. So is this Americanized? And so a colonist brought this over here, just like they brought Brahma over here, Babashi over here, all these different Mohammeds over here, all this type of all these foreign people came on boats. All these gods came on boats and walking on water. None of them could fly. None of them, all of them had swords and boats. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Shut up over there. I was like, all these cats gods is foreigners with boats and swords. So now it's like, I see patterns. I see patterns. I started to see patterns. It's like, everybody God they got a sword and a boat and come from different lands and stuff. Like, I start thinking of it. I ain't talking about America. Y'all ain't talking about America no more. Now, what else to say? Say theme. The year favors bold moves, breaking from past and taking initiatives rather than waiting for perfect conditions. You about to be working the same place you work. Your shit about to change this year. Oh, you still have a headache about your problem. Oh, y'all still about to have headaches about y'all problems and everything. Shit about to change. So that's how you know how to spot a grifter online right now. A Billy used car snake oil salesman, Carl Winslow, Carson. That's how you just. That's like a term like Walt Disney. Ain't even about him anymore. It's bigger than Nito Brown. It's like just the whole theme itself. Wait till Angel May Cry Part 3 drops. I don't know which y'all want to hear the song titles. Matter of fact, look, this is gonna give y'all the idea. This is gonna give y'all the idea what y'all get ready to get. It might not be in this specific order, but how I be writing things, it just might be track 1, Fed Plan. Track 2, Industry Illuminati. Track 3, Street Rappers. I said we be breaking down the whole narrative. All y'all about to just fit in boxes. R&B Tribe Extension. Yeah, the whole R&B, whole goddamn plantation fort then got raided and stuff like that. Y'all ain't getting no good R&B no more or whatever the case may be. Virtual Signal Artists. That's another whole Sluts and Tramps. Hold on, what's another one? The Drug Addict. I'm saying I'm gonna have some new type of Nas type stuff y'all ain't gonna never hear y'all life. Rappers with ghosts. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. The emo Elmo. The emo tickle me Elmo. Yeah, that. The voodoo dolls. It don't go no further. It don't go no further. You know what I'm saying? Where I speak as the handler. Y'all ain't never heard a song like that. Let me not put out too much stuff. AI artist. You know what I'm saying? College nerd raps. Hold up. I need a podcast. Oh, that's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be a hit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. New industrial age. New industrial age. No culture. Lack of substance. Best rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? Wait till that drop. Wait till that drop. Y'all don't know what to do. Y'all ain't gonna have nothing to rap about. And that's it. You can sign to me. Pilot Avine. I'm sad. Dolo Epstein. No. Without the degenerate qualities. Now look what else. All right, fire horses consider a challenge yet progressive year often require emotional stability to manage the fast pace, sometimes erratic nature of the year. Tell me how you ain't go through that 3 months ago when it was time to pay your rent. Tell me how it wasn't like that last year where your water bill showed up. I'm thinking about these things. You know what I'm saying? I start thinking about these things. Like, did something really change, or is it going to change, or you just going to add more frustration about it and get online and go down a rabbit hole? You got to think about it. Now, first and foremost, before you even go down any rabbit holes, question this: how all these people know about it? You know what I'm saying? You got this ethnic person, this goddamn baboon, this goddamn shade bird, this damn monkey. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking like, hold on, wait a minute. How y'all all into some Japanese man land? Y'all don't know no Japanese language. How y'all know what they talk about? I don't see nobody in Japan man land talk about it's the year of the fire horse. These cats making money. These cats about that money. These cats own about half of New York right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at Chinatown. Other than that, why everybody but them is talking about year of the fire horse? I don't see nobody on no goddamn Chinatown, New York City street corner talking about, yeah, year of the fire horse. I see them still rocking y'all to sleep and y'all still getting goddamn meat rat chicken and stuff like that. Other than that, little sweet and sour meat rat chicken. Other than that, and pork rat poison fried rice. Other than that, that's all I see. That's all I see. I don't see that. I don't see them talking about some fire horse year. Respect our game. Get down, lay down. I don't see them on no state property time right now. I don't see them hiring Beanie Siegel in his restaurant and trying to get some of his hamburgers on their goddamn menu. I don't see none of it. I don't see none of it. Somehow y'all feel comfortable. These cats don't give a damn about y'all. Y'all know that? Don't y'all know that? What did just all y'all, especially y'all African Americans, what did just goddamn Black History Month or something like that? I ain't see no sign on no Japanese store restaurant talking about, yeah, we serving goddamn ribs and chicken and collard greens today. I ain't see none of that. I ain't see none of that right now. Y'all, you monkeys talk about the year of the fire horse. I think these cats trying to pay their old Mustang bill. You know what I'm saying? These cats behind on their Mustang bill because they can't sell drugs or something like that, or they just got out the halfway house. They're on probation. I can't give y'all no other ethnic groups excuses and stuff like that. Y'all all lie. Everybody lost. I don't know what's going on with y'all. I don't know what Till Swan how. I don't know what Till Swan and everybody else. That's another pocket. That's just a term. It ain't real about her. It's just the beyond world. Everybody who just lost in that world or something like that. Y'all ready to do a cartwheel down big roller coaster rabbit holes and stuff like that. I mean, they had the Superman, Batman roller coaster at Six Flags. No, so they had a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I'm surprised we ain't making money and stuff like that. There should be some new virtual reality games and stuff like that. You can see a celebrity that ain't actually there. You know what I'm saying? At your local Six Flags or something. We supposed to be getting into that about that money. You know what I'm saying? Something's supposed to be about that money right now in America. Like, we ain't doing that right now. We just lost this sauce and fire horses and stuff. Everybody brain lost in a fart cloud, fire flame. Everybody in hell. Anybody y'all here talking about is the year of the fire horse. Day spirit somewhere flaming around, some goddamn fire tail and stuff like that, chasing it around in La La Land. Shout out to all those La La's and shit like that. I'm saying real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Shout out to Ice from getting out of Minnesota. Shout out to Ice. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Yeah, reality-based type things. Reality-based. You know, lost in foggy man land and stuff like that, and leading all y'all people to somewhere that's lost. You know what I'm saying? They got nothing to do with no money. Then y'all talk about Asian man, Japan man land stuff and stuff like that. You'll see them talking about it. They make a whole bunch of money. They don't take a day off on no Christmas or nothing like that. You always could go order some Japanese food. You always could go order a Chinese plate right now. Chinese chicken and mustard before they fry it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, chicken and pork fried rice and french fries. Right now with the egg roll. Right now. And no days off, no matter hail, sleet, snow, rain, goddamn Christmas, Valentine's Day. You can go get you a Japanese plate. So what the hell y'all talking about? You gotta think about it like that. Because people desperate to get back to their cultures and stuff like that. You can't have a little small pocket of lost brains. They getting y'all lost in some Japanese calendar and stuff. Only can experience in Japan. You live in America and you know time actually exists. And distance and astronomy. You got to add with astrology. You know you could live in New York City and someone could be born the same time in California. And y'all moon sign is 2 degrees off. Because the moon moves a degree every 2 to 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already a degree off. You be born the same day in America and have something off because y'all on different portions of America. You think it ain't about to be like that in different continent? So what make y'all think y'all about to experience whatever Genghis Khan was hitting people upside the head with metal swords and stuff with? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know they came up with the guns first. And I'm tired of hearing that conversation too. Y'all always trying to make other people seem like they got risen up when Europeans came everywhere. Everybody risen up together. The industrial time came up with people together. And low-key, China was always ahead. China had the gunpowder first. China had the swords first. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get y'all confused. Natives had the horses first. That the horse is native to America, but there's horses everywhere else though. But in America, if you're talking about that they get y'all confused in that. Technology, China's still doing it the most. You know what I'm saying? So it's just people doing business. Don't get lost in people. Slavery meant that's why people had to get risen up. That's a folklore or whatever that people be wanting y'all to believe. No, it's just good business being done over the time. That's it. And you just got mad ethnic groups who was on the short end of the stick after a while. That's it. It's really good mad, and then people willing to fight and go to war for it. But other than that, it's just good business deals and a lot of scamming. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all it is. Y'all gotta think about it like that. But for the most part, it was whatever Genghis Khan and them was doing or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? They thinking about that. Y'all don't know what Genghis Khan made them start doing religions and stuff to stop getting hit upside the head with metal bullets and metal swords and stuff. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all in America talking about y'all get ready to get some money. Y'all get some money with some goddamn European niece or nephew on the goddamn change or something like that. Whether you in Canada or whether you in goddamn America, you get ready to get Hamilton. Hamilton ain't Japanese. When y'all look at y'all somehow y'all think everybody, even if they got straight hair or something like that, is the cause of Europeans. But then in another breath, y'all say Europeans was made 6,000 years ago. Y'all got to make up y'all mind. Y'all got to make up y'all mind. Y'all lost in fairy tales and fire horses, or is you just saying some things because it mean you gonna make some money this year? Y'all just be lost as hell. The money you making ain't even Japanese. You getting ready to go get Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get a whole bunch of pennies. Y'all, that's what y'all really be getting. There's a whole bunch of George Washingtons and stuff like that. And Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln's and little quarters and pennies and stuff. I'm saying a quarter to stack up, and then the bank got to be like, well, this could add up to $1 or something like that. That's the only reason y'all can reach green. I'm saying, y'all in America right now, a whole other ethnic groups talking about some Japanese man calendar that only works in China or something like that, and talking to your people like it's getting ready to get you some American man money over here, or somebody, some grandkids from Britain. Y'all make no sense. Like, y'all just lost this. Y'all sense you got to think about it. You see African tribes, you see goddamn European tribes, you see the East Indian tribes and stuff. Like, none of them are Japanese or whatever. At least East India is a little closer or whatever the case may be, because I don't even know why we call them Indians. They like Asians mixed with Arab, but at the same time, and Polynesian and stuff. But y'all getting lost in sauces or whatever the case may be. None of these people is around the calendar where that actually makes sense at. You know what I'm saying? So you can't separate astronomy from astrology. You gotta look at the timing. Say you take 22 days to go 22 degrees back to be on vacation somewhere in the eastern continent or whatever the case may be. That don't mean whatever's going on and at that time happening over here. You can get on a plane and skip time all you want. You like moving through time. So over there is going to be a whole different time of the day than it is over here. How does that not make sense for every other part of life? I'm gonna say, but I guess when it comes to y'all grifting ass itchy palms and stuff like that, I guess it got to stay pseudo, don't it? It got to stay in that. You know what I'm saying? It got to stay vague, don't it? It got to stay. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make up something or stuff like that. Y'all just lost in damn mental jails. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all got the peep game. Be careful what y'all be listening to and stuff, especially if you're from the hood, because you don't know. You might be following around some flaming animal in the sky or whatever. Then they start telling you this flaming animal in the sky during this year. And I don't know who gave these cats that time. Who gave all these cats the same time and the same? Where's y'all lineage masters and stuff like that? They give y'all that. So all y'all got lineage masters and stuff. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta be careful. These cats be having Muslim names, all kind of different names and stuff like that. Then be talking about Japanese stuff too and stuff. They all over the place. These cats is all over the place and stuff. Man, y'all need help. That's what it looks like to have a mental illness, because they start giving credit to what they doing. A whole bunch of stuff colonists created to make seem like that's important. Man, I ain't do nothing but stand around and babble. So I don't want to hear nobody using no debates. They stood on a whole bunch of college stages or something and talked to a whole bunch of people that wasn't they people and stuff like that. That don't give you no credit about nothing. You just made money some way a Mormon created for you over here in America. Mormons created talking to other people and trying to convince other people their beliefs. And if you don't get down or lay down, because I'm coming with a military backed and funded by Britain. You know what I'm saying? That's the only people that y'all can't do it like that. Y'all be getting hit upside y'all head or somewhere broke still got a goddamn child support bill in front of some damn bar because you a Hebrew Israelite. Y'all got no power. Y'all got no white power, nothing. Y'all here with all of us. Scamming and grifting and stuff. Y'all next door to us and stuff like that. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm saying real stuff, grifting all over the place like that. Talking about a goddamn fire horse. Where's your grandmother? Where's your grandfather? Where's your probation officer? Oh no. Real stuff. We gotta start thinking about these things, because man, people will be lost and stuff. Then nothing to be about no money. Nothing to be about 7 generations down the line. Nothing to be about how we gonna survive and eat a box of cereal tomorrow. Get a carton of eggs next week and stuff like that. You know, spaghetti lasts a whole 3-4 days and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Slice it up, then make chili after it the last 2 days and stuff. Stretch for the whole 3 days. Spaghetti lasts from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. A little bit left. Make chili out of it, chili sandwiches, bread and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so y'all ain't talking about none of that. Y'all talking about flaming horses and stuff. I mean, y'all don't come from that. Shut up. Y'all come from roaches and rats. Oh, none of that. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, none of that. Y'all from where we from? What are you talking about? You from the hood. You from the reservation. Y'all talking about old flaming fire horses. You don't live in Japan? What you talking about, dude? Y'all talking about that. You don't grip to your people, dude. Y'all can't scam y'all people. Y'all make no sense, man. Y'all from goddamn 45th and 102nd Street Avenue of Taft Projects and all of that. Next to Malcolm X Street and Lenox Avenue. All of that. What are you talking about, dude? You don't get back on the boat. Y'all need culture. See, this is what we talking about, man. The stuff like that, man. We ain't being productive. Well, y'all ain't. Let me not use that we word, because that's what y'all be using to scam and stuff like that. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all don't be in no type of situation of being productive, know how to accumulate, know how to get everybody on a manuscript and be like, oh, yeah, I'm motivated to do that even on my own time. I don't need somebody to motivate me to stay on that. And create some type of external representation that y'all can give a overall quality to, whether you want to call it the universe or God or whatever, and treat that physical representation as that. And therefore, even when people are on their own, they won't be looking to try to take out of it or whatever, especially when it comes into the lineage, currency, fun pot. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's supposed to be on it. Y'all got to start even if you in the industry, start treating your artists like that. You know what I'm saying? Your artists ain't being signed to be a kid and wait for you to put them in positions and pay. No, you get signed and you get to work. You actually owe what you a part of. You owe 30% out of everything you make, what you a part of. And we're going to take all that money and make other businesses, and whatever you lack, that job is going to be for you and whatever business or building we create or whatever the case may be, because we creators. Other than that, man, everybody's supposed to know how to get their 1-2 together on their own. Everybody no spiritual kid. Know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. We're going to have to change the industry around and stuff, because this is how we raising young kids and stuff. And everybody growing up talking about they don't need no jobs. And then we ain't even in no situation of creating jobs with our creative energy and create new industries. So everybody being lazy, and you ain't going to be able to survive off something if even the individuals who's printing the money, they doing the same thing you doing. Ain't nothing back in the money. No gold, no labor, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So no, nothing. Nobody even know how to do nothing to create a situation to even get paid if you construction workers and need a building, because you know how to fund yourself in another area, and then there's some ecosystem going on and stuff like that. Everybody like, oh, I'm gonna get AI to build all the houses. Man, y'all, Lord Jesus Christ. Y'all won't land for no reason. Y'all ain't about to do nothing with it. Y'all ain't about to farm on it. Y'all ain't about to build no house on it. Y'all about to wait for Europeans to buy Japanese man AI system and wait for them to think that they're gonna make one of them things like a print gun or something like that you can start doing with houses or whatever the case may be. That's the only thing y'all about to do. Y'all about to waste y'all money and not do shit with it. And your kids don't know how to do nothing with it. Nothing. Nobody got no 30% system. Nothing. Nothing. Y'all supposed to have that trustee, where the trustee, let's say you might even want to cash out all the money that you want to separate and be like, man, I don't want to do this no more and stuff like that. All the money you put in, you can cash out. You know what I'm saying? And go on about your goddamn way, because you ain't with no God anyway. You ain't got no discipline anyway. Because whatever you going through to make you feel like you don't want to go ahead and hold on to what we doing, you phony as a spirit. You know, I wish you would have made that decision before you even added any penny. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Y'all got to be hard. Y'all not hard, man, because that's why y'all ain't productive. That, that's why y'all ain't productive. Y'all ain't hard or whatever like that. Y'all gotta get in some energy where y'all like hard about yourself, and whatever you creating, that's your culture. That becomes your philosophy. That becomes your science or whatever the case may be. Because all these things is just things we know how to do. Y'all over exaggerate things. You know what I'm saying? Go know how to pull out some damn brain surgery or fix a heart murmur, or pull out a goddamn tooth, or fix a goddamn arthritis in the left eardrum energy, or whatever the case may be. You should have a small pocket of these people, small pocket of construction workers, small pocket of heart surgeons and stuff like that, small pocket of merchants, small pocket, you know what I'm saying? And all y'all, that 30% energy, that's the God, the physical representation. Y'all put the God energy behind it, whatever y'all want to connect to, whatever y'all give that genuine connection to, for all y'all to be able to do it when y'all ain't around each other, or need to be motivated and boosted, or get into that energy like that money is owed to you once you get into a sticky situation. You are, the 30% don't have nothing to do with how you already got for you to even be able to add your 30%. Now use that. Bitch, use that. Y'all say I gotta be hard like that and stuff like y'all, but y'all scared to start coming at family, friends, and associates and coworkers like that. So you really ain't around no real family, friends, associates, or coworkers or whatever like that. Them disassociates at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, even the ones you share blood with, is just associates at the moment. You don't know how to take it to that level. So you ain't a creator. And you don't know how to show the example to be like, look, could be a substantiated foundation. And then everybody else be like, all right, I can see it already, because you already putting in half of the work or whatever the case may be. Y'all don't even do that. Y'all gotta wait till y'all see Michael Jordan jump from the free throw line or something like that. Say y'all gotta wait till a Mohican go over the hill. You know what I'm saying? Get hit with a bunch of bullets first. But really, it's the opposite of rounds, when the Europeans went over the hill and then realized it was a bunch of Native Americans shooting arrows over there. That's what it really was. Y'all just be taking terms and don't know when y'all be derogatory. So y'all be out here in the music industry and stuff like that. Yeah, yo, we was the last of the Mohicans. No, you wasn't. You was some last monkey on the back of goddamn Susan Constant shit. Some shit named Godspeed or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The hell you was. It's like, nothing else. Oh, that. But yeah, y'all gotta peep game. This is a weird time that we going through right now, especially talk about people in the spiritual world following a flaming horse somewhere in Japan, somewhere in China. Now, we don't know what Genghis Khan was shooting at them and hitting them upside the head with big old metal swords and stuff like that. We don't know what they was doing to chop down trees that didn't fell on a whole bunch of people, goddamn mini wing houses and stuff like that, whatever, the ching ching houses and ting wan ting houses, whatever you call them, whatever the case may be, and ting wan ting tapantings. No, I'm saying we don't know what Genghis Khan was doing. So how y'all know what the flaming dragon mean in America? How? And some of y'all just need to go back to being a Christian. It's like, oh, better than that. Just go back to simple man land the way the European man made it for you, man. It's something good, simple for you. There's already a church with another scammer that look like you up the street. You know what I'm saying? That you could go into and give all your tithes and your work check to and stuff like that. That make it simple and stuff like that. Don't go get lost in no fire flaming horses and stuff like that way in Japan man land. You know what I'm saying? Don't get lost way in Japan man land and stuff like that, because you get lost way over there and stuff like that. Then who knows where your mind gonna be? That's not gonna be productive in America. Not gonna be solutions, and damn sure not about that money. Damn sure ain't got nothing to do with that money. I said it ain't got nothing to do with that money, and it damn sure ain't got nothing to do with no culture. Ask some of these people right now, they got a Hebrew, Israelite, Muslim name and stuff like that. So already they lost, and then they talk about Japan man and stuff. How you know the Moors was in good relations with Japan man and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know that. Y'all do not be doing y'all history. There was a lot of trade going on and stuff like that, and Arabs getting hit upside the head with swords first and stuff like that, and they was forced by Europeans and a Japan man and Japanese man to go ahead and take over Egyptians and take over Somalians and Lower Africa and South Africans and gorillas and stuff like that. Y'all said that was a whole little psyop way over there and stuff like that. They called it the old world. Y'all need to be studying the old world. Y'all say y'all want to use all that old world rhetoric over here in the new world and try to make it make sense. It don't make sense. No, Jesus walking on water never was in America waters. You know what I'm saying? Never. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad never was on these waters or whatever. Damn sure wasn't no flaming horse over here and stuff like that. You was talking about me and dodging bullets and stuff like that. Other than that, it wasn't no damn Japan man calendar. I'm saying that right now. It wasn't no damn Chinese zodiac man land animal wheel. How? Oh, I'm saying how? Y'all cats too busy getting hit upside the head with Genghis Khan swords. Y'all still got Genghis Khan like little birdies and stars flying around y'all head and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Over there in the Caribbean and stuff. Because y'all know it was two ethnogenesis and stuff. Not just the Arab and the African American, there was exchanges. They was kidnapping Native Americans and taking them to the Caribbeans, and then taking a lot of Africans that they brought there over here, and what's the Asian, the Filipinos and stuff like that, to help with the little fish trade. Once the fish trade started to happen and stuff like that over there in the Carolinas, when it was one thing with Virginia and Lower New York, Lower State New York. And then it was getting shipped down with another trade in Florida before Spanish got took over by I think the French or something like that, or the Anglo-Saxons. They took that shit over. They took it over from the Spain, Florida. They took over. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the whole Atlantic trade slave ship route. So that's why a lot of African Americans come through the South, and then small pockets of New York. You know what I'm saying? Based upon the coastal line. So the later stage, once all the natives in the Midwest and the South of Mississippi started to get pushed more to the West and stuff like that, here's where you get a lot of Africans in Alabama. So that's when you get to the 1800s. So that 1800s, and like mid 1800s, or whatever the case may be. So then you get a flooding of Filipinos, African Americans, and then Arabs. You know what I'm saying? And then for the most part, y'all want to say that's not history, then how everybody get here then? How is it a Chinatown? That could take a long time of establishment. Okay, how something start is how it always been. How things is now is how it always been. Everybody just might be lost or whatever. Even how y'all look at yourselves when it comes to different cities and states. Let's even look at the music industry. Even though y'all all voodoo dolls, y'all still going off the mind and the spirit. So let's say if the South don't like the New York or whatever the case may be, y'all not doing nothing but experiencing what Europeans start to create confusion amongst natives and then the early Africans that they brought over here earlier when it comes to upper and lower civil war or whatever the case, and who want to contain slavery or whatever. So New York would be considered the uppity niggas or whatever the case may be, based upon not experiencing as much slavery because Native Americans was kicking ass a little bit more or whatever the case may be, and the South and how the Americans was doing things or whatever the case may be, and the natives still fighting over their land there. It just made sense for slavery to still work or whatever the case. So when it comes into how the Iroquois and the Haudenosaunee started things, that's how you hear New York rappers be like, we started hip hop. And you might hear everybody else all the way to the West Coast like, yeah, y'all started it, but this is how we do it, and we do it this way. That's basically when everybody start creating confederations, and then the natives figure out how they had to come together, and based upon the mistakes that the Iroquois made by doing too many deals with Britain and French and the Spain and things of that nature. So it's like y'all keep going off the same spirit. It's all in. It's being prophesized though, is it for profit, all the way to the point it would be no such thing as Tupac being African American and his mother naming him Tupac, and them being part of the Black Panthers, and all of that got something to do with Native American stuff, all the way to gangs or whatever. Like anything y'all talking about, that's all Native American stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with what y'all talking about. Y'all just keep repeating what colonists made everybody start doing over here. And things of that nature. So that's what y'all just repeating and stuff. So it goes into the industries. It goes into y'all mind state. But y'all doing it for money. So y'all think y'all doing something special or whatever the case may be, and trying to turn streets into y'all names, y'all rapper names or whatever. Y'all, they probably ain't worth nothing. None of y'all ain't on the 30% system, and none of y'all, even probably family members, care about y'all and stuff like that. So y'all just far lost and not knowing what's going on, and probably watching some fire flame horse right now, trying to make it make sense of your life. How you gonna be rich with some American man money based upon a Japanese man land Chinese calendar? You know what I'm saying? So you got first of all, you got to understand that. How does that make sense at any level? You know what I'm saying? On any level, how does that make sense? You got to make that make sense first. And then who told you that these are things we do? Why y'all ain't got y'all culture? Like, why is this the thing that y'all supposed to do? Like, I don't get it. So now the year that's supposed to be in Japan, man, that it's a current event that occurs every 60 years in the Chinese zodiac. Keyword, Chinese zodiac. And for the most part, it's supposed to last. The last one was in 1966 or whatever the case may be. A lot of y'all still monkeys. Then and it's known for intense high voltage energy, rapid transformation, and for a lot of y'all got arthritis in your right kneecap right now. You ain't about to do nothing fast and intense. You ain't about to do nothing fast and intense. So y'all got to make this make sense for me. Make it make sense. Why? So who's scamming? And how do all these different ethnic groups somehow know about this Chinese calendar and somehow think it's important enough to teach that on American soil? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get on YouTube. Year of the Flaming Horse. Why do this got to be the year of the Flaming Horse? And who care about a year? Y'all was doing the same thing last year. Looking at stuff. Look, this is some African person. What would she know about? What would it matter to her about Japanese? About a Chinese calendar? Here's some Spangler. What would she know about it? I don't get it. How is it? I don't get it. I don't get it. We already know why she talking about it. You know what I'm saying? The Anglo-Saxons they just rubbing their Birdman hands together. Who believe what? They believe this, whatever. Make an institution. And the whole bucket hat race get paid. So we ain't got to question that one. All right, now this probably make a little sense. He in Japan though. Homie in Japan. That make more sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he could possibly be talking about. You know he's scamming. Well, we know why he's scamming. He probably somewhere on a college stage right now, get ready to institute somebody, get ready to have a whole bunch of other ethnic groups, make it seem like he knew what he was talking about. So the only way they're going to know what they talking about if they read his book or came to his college institution. It's just some whole scam, some whole made up Mormonism type stuff. It's all made up. It's made up. I'm trying to figure out okay, that makes sense. What can possibly he be talking about the fire flaming horse? He just somebody who's on stolen land, eating off the land right now, far. He probably just fresh flew through college, whatever, and all kind of stuff right now. He telling somebody with some Japanese people Lord Jesus Christ, that's where y'all getting it from. That's where y'all getting it from. I think that's where y'all might be where y'all be getting it from. That might be. Look, what do these people know anything about Japanese man, flame land, goddamn calendar over here in America? They scamming over here in America. But you know what I'm saying? Look, she can't wait. She can't wait to check her PayPal. Look, she can't wait to check her bank account. Look, she's like, I'm over here in America. Yeah, we got space sheep. We got animals over here in America. You know, where I'm at? I said, I'm in Las Vegas. Where I'm at? I'm in Florida. I said, well, I'm in New York City. Yes, America's so wonderful. I love the land over here. I'll make this money. I'll tell y'all this right now. Look, smile during this year. Because if you smile during this year, you're going to get $1 million. Hey, if your palm's itching, you're going to get $1 million. Other that, go to church. If you go to church and pay your tithes, you're going to get $1 million. Hey, come. Make sure you listen to the Pope. You're going to get $1 million. Vote for Trump. You're going to get $1 million. What she know about the goddamn flaming horse over here in America? Lord Jesus. Queen Mary. Lord Jesus Christ. Look. They in Japan. I said they in Japan, not in America. I said let's push the comments right now. Let's see if the comments in any type of America ain't no language. America ain't no language, but we're gonna see if the comments is what y'all be using as a pin getting language for everybody to understand each other when it just come to business. And don't talk about spirituality or nothing like that. You're gonna be lost, rabbit holes. Using English to speak about anything other than money or objectifying things, you're gonna be lost. Look, all these people in here speaking English. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. This is lost. This is how you know America is lost right now. This is how you know America is lost right now. Look, so she in America, right? She just thinks she next to a flaming horse somewhere in Japan land right now and stuff like that. Teal Swan. Oh, that's that Teal Swan energy right there. That Teal Swan. They about to get rich. Look, they about to get rich. All these people is about to get rich. I said for no reason. Just scamming everybody. Scamming people. Look. She know damn well that that outfit ain't from her culture. She know damn well she need to go put on the female tuxedo. She know damn well she need to go be on walking Miss America goddamn 2024 or something like that or whatever. Oh, I said where Tyra Banks at to hire her. You know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with Japan Man Land or whatever. Like, they're just rocking everybody in America to sleep. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. Lord Jesus Christ. Y'all ain't about nothing over here in America. Y'all all scammers. And then only know how to practice try to make other people consumers about nonsense. Y'all get y'all mind together. Y'all gotta get y'all mind together. Y'all get y'all mind together. You know what I'm saying? Get your culture, you know what I'm saying? And get on that 30% plan. When I say that, that don't mean I want everybody to do that with me. No, I already got people, my people, or whatever the case. It's a objectory so you can do that with yourself. And if you fail or you got a better plan, you know what I'm saying? All right. But if you're just not doing anything at all, you just not productivables. You sitting around talking about some flaming horses that's only flying in the sky at Qihang noon at 12 p.m. and somewhere in China, then goddamn it, I don't know what to tell you and stuff like that. You probably will be back in the halfway house though. I'll say you will be back. I'll say you will be back looking at that printed sentence. Or you will be back waiting on your probation officer to call. You will be late on your child support check again. I'm gonna tell you that one more time. I'm just trying to help y'all, man. Don't get on those faulty shifts right now. Your people ain't Japan Man Land. I probably could try, and I wouldn't because this is America. It would still be whatever a colonist made up. Talking about people from Siberia, though, but at least probably on a small percentage, make a little bit more sense for me to talk about that than you. So at some point, you got to be careful, man. Don't teach y'all people anything of that nature. Then they grow up and they doing the same thing y'all doing. Just getting out the halfway house again. Because y'all was following around flaming horses and stuff like that. And things with Genghis Khan hitting people upside his own people's head and stuff like that. And what they had to think about for them to get some type of salvation and mental contempt. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. That might not work in America. You just got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? You just try to make a podcast. You just sold about 5 Hebrew Israelite purple Power Ranger shirts or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. That only happens in America. There ain't no Japanese person thinking about that. Not even the ones in America. You go to Chinatown right now. You're only getting some goddamn chicken wings or some goddamn fried packed meat wrap. That's about it. Ain't about nothing else. If you thought that's about it. You thought they cared about your Ramadan or anything. You thought they cared about that shit? I think a Moor made that up. A Muslim man. You know what I'm saying? I got some Moroccan. That's for French Montana and them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all missing the good business deals these cats was doing with like Europeans and Britain and the French and Morocco and them in Japan, man. Y'all still lost the good business deals these cats was doing about 300 years ago. And it clear out y'all brains yet. Go up the street right now. I bet you it's an Arab store, though. I don't think your lineage started from that starting point on the business side. Alright, know where to fight at. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm just trying to help y'all out. I'm thinking that 30% energy. Know where to fight at. And you ain't got to fight nothing. It's a spiritual warfare going on right now. Get creative. That's your sword. Get that emotional strength. That's your shield. Can't nobody other sword or rock pierce through that shield. And you got the intelligence to pierce through anything that's in front of you. And hopefully y'all all going in the same direction on that spaceship. That y'all all riding that own individual plane going in the same direction there to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you'll never land. Y'all don't land in that because y'all always can fly. Y'all don't never go into the root and need gas. AKA that play out in the third dimension. Need motivation. You don't know where you got that gas from. That motivation, that emotional stability to continue to do what you're doing just because the vision that collected and became the emotion and before it became physical, the subjectory ain't look like how it looked when it was in the mind condensing to become thought then emotion. So should I motivate? Should we keep going? Yeah. Hell, motherfucking yeah. Keep going. Keep going. We're in a synthetic new age Wild Wild West right now. So it might look like a different version. It might look like you not getting the views you want. Know what I'm saying? You not getting the reciprocation you want. You don't got enough comments or something like that. And you got a good idea, or you creative, or you can express yourself, even if you got good orator skills based upon the subject matter, whatever the case may be, right? Someone gonna know it's intelligent. Period. So you got to know, you got to pick. Should I waste my time on that quick monetary gain shortcut scheme that Colonized taught everybody, and I could just jump on something that's already lit, or a culture that ain't even mine, and take this Japanese calendar that's the flaming horse or whatever, and try to jump into an algorithm if you're on the spiritual side of things, but in all things, business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. And should I try to do that, right? Even though I might put stain on my name, so my face card in the spiritual future, when I do find gold, I might not even be able to push the maximum potential out of it due to the fact of everything it come with, and I'm gonna have to fight that off before I can have a clear range. And by the time I'm finished fighting it off, it might be a whole nother shift, so I'm behind. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. You got to pick that now. Do you want the back pocket energy for what's real and genuine? Or do you want that back pocket energy for a lot of things because you're just jumping in the virtue signaling or the algorithm, however the case may be? And for the most part, you're supposed to do that on your own journey so God can show you in specific ways that don't even got nothing to do with what you're expecting, even when it comes through the filtering system of reciprocation or views, to show you that you're doing the right thing or whatever the case may be. Because even when it comes into notoriety or getting known or finding better ways to do things yourself in some way, shape, or form, goes beyond with the expectation that y'all be lost in would have already been laid out there for y'all to expect or whatever. And it's a bunch of different things. You might be a person that strike gold and you're lost in thinking that, oh, you only got 10 views. You're not even being seen by anything. And that gold, and one of those viewers out of those 10 people might be a millionaire. You don't know what people are thinking. It might be people right now that could put people in a position that don't want to use nobody that look like they already got invested by this agent or that agent or whatever, and they want to find something on their own. So they make it their duty to try to find the crevices of stuff or whatever like that. You got to be open to those type of things. And you could be the first in that to inspire other people. Don't be so lost into thinking that you just have to be in the algorithm so you can get that specific kind of view and then try to throw in what you think you're going to throw in that's going to have some stain, and you fighting with yourself and God because you thinking you might have to still do that one thing that really ain't your true self to maintain, so you can still slide in pieces of your true self in there that ultimately as a fight, you're going to be fighting with yourself and how that play out individually for you. There is no objective way and another person going through that to show you the right way and the wrong way of that. That's everybody's personal journey, just like God is a personal God. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to know how to think that goes beyond your current way of thinking so you can understand that concept. So you're not looking at it like it's a human or a person that got to be around trying to tell you something or whatever. Because you could take that same mechanism and take it out of your bias. And it's just a thought pattern. And then you can filter it through, separate it from if you think that's pseudo and spooky, and know that there's a kangaroo that don't have your mind. But there may be certain things that you could learn from based upon you being in the same type of situation, but how the kangaroo think. If you add it, you might be able to survive if you're hungry during that particular time and you can't because you ain't got no access to electrifying things with your microwave oven, minute man rice making that. You know what I'm saying? You got to start looking at animals like, what is even safe to eat? And watch an animal and watch them eat something, and then that's where you're going to start. And weigh the options in your mind. Even if it's not safe for the human to eat, I can't do nothing else. I'm not around no damn stove. I'm not around no damn Kroger's. I'm not around no Mayors. I'm not around no damn Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long it's going to take for things to grow it naturally. Then y'all really going to be needing God. Y'all really going to be looking at the light rays and the sun and astrology and astronomy as magic and your mind as magic. You're going to be like, because I sure don't know how to do it myself. Thank you, God, for whatever this trio. You damn sure going to be needing God then. See, these colonists then got y'all comfortable. Got y'all too comfortable. And then y'all start getting lost. And now you in America, but your mind is in Japan, man, land, talking about flaming horses and things of that nature. But I still love you if you was born on this soil. Just because you was born somewhere don't mean you're from somewhere. But if you was born here, you got to be in that energy. It ain't from where you're from is where you're at. So at the moment, I'm your daddy. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. You better believe me. God love all God's children. Right, well, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Atari's Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God's duties and responsibilities. Erect the swah hill, hold that yellow hoop. Massasoit, mama na toit. Hee hee, woo, Masasaki, Masasaki.